Got the situation in Ukraine, of course, always evolving, lots to unpack there. But then on top of that, we've got well, frankly, pretty wild security situation here in the U.S. to break down.
Right, and we can't ignore the bigger picture either, right? China's role, what's happening in Israel and Gaza, even how the U.S. and the U.K. are getting along. It's all connected.
Absolutely. It's like trying to untangle a giant knot, but that's what we're here for, right?
Yeah.
To try and make sense of it all for you. So let's jump right in.
Sounds good to me. Where should we start?
Well, I think Ukraine has to be our first stop. Lots of action on the ground, especially in the east.
Yeah.
The sources you sent, they confirm Russian advances south of Verkhnokamiansky.
Right around March 23rd, 24th, yeah.
Yep. And this is east of Seversk, as you know.
Yeah.
But here's what's interesting. It seems like they're really putting pressure on Seversk from 3 different directions, northeast, east, and southeast. Almost like they're trying to box them in, or at least keep the Ukrainian forces there pinned down.
That's interesting. It almost makes you think, are the Russians changing their tactics?
How so?
Well, instead of just trying to gobble up territory, maybe they're trying to create these, intense pressure points, grind down the Ukrainians, make it harder for them to send reinforcements elsewhere.
That's a good point. And it wasn't just around Seversk either. There were also confirmed advances in the eastern part of Vilnipol, west of Velika Novosilka, around the same time.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And Velika Novosilka itself, well, that seems to be a real hotspot. The reports mention Russian offensive operations in multiple directions, north, within Vilnipol itself, even trying to push southwest toward Novopil.
So yeah, a lot of action, that's for sure. Velika Novosilka, that's a place they've been fighting over for a while now. If they're really ramping things up there, that could be significant.
Definitely. But hold on, because it wasn't all one-sided. We've got confirmed reports of Ukrainian forces actually pushing into Russian territory, specifically Belgorod Oblast.
Wait, really? Inside Russia?
Yep. Around March 24th, they advanced into the center of Demidovka, which is in the northwest of Belgorod. Now, I know they've been hitting targets across the border, but this seems different, like actually boots on the ground.
Wow, that's bold. You have to wonder what the Russians make of that. Even if it's a small-scale thing, that's got to have a psychological impact, right?
For sure. And it gets even more interesting. There's this report about a pretty significant operation by Ukrainian special forces. They were working with their intelligence, the GUR, some artillery units, and even HIMARS.
HIMARS. Seriously, that's a big deal.
Yeah, apparently they managed to take out 4 Russian helicopters, 2 Ki-52 attack helicopters, and 2 Mi-8 transports, all within the Belgorod region. And get this, they were stationed at this hidden jump point the Russians were using to launch surprise attacks.